I am super excited to announce that I am going to be taking a 4-month Odyssey, potentially longer, just depending on where God calls me to. I've prayed a lot about where I should be going and what the next step of my journey is in terms of location and where I live. And right now, I've mapped a 4-month high level plan, but of course, again, like I said, it can change. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. That's one of my favorite verses of all time, Proverbs 16:9. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I don't know what God's ultimate purpose is yet for me going here. I went with the intention of potentially finding a future home for me, but again, I'm open minded. I believe that God's calling me here. I prayed so much. I've received confirmation for this morning. So I booked the flights this morning to my first stop, which, as you can see, is Minneapolis. But I'm going to dive into the high level itinerary for this journey that I'm about to go on. I'm so excited. I just watched the Odyssey, so I'm calling it my Odyssey. There's 3 rules for the journey: no mindless social media consumption, prioritizing presence in the locations that I'm at. I must work out every single day except Sunday, developing discipline, and actually meeting new people and experiencing the city, new network. I purposely incorporated alliteration for these 3. So prioritize presence, develop discipline, new network. I think that's a solid high level game plan. Again, I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but really the only place that I have fully, not fully planned out, but high level itinerary is month 1. All the other months are not as planned out yet. But I'm also going to document this and post a lot about my journey and what I learn about myself on my YouTube channel. So I'm super excited to do that as well. First month is September. So the month of September, it's not going to be too cold yet in Minneapolis in North Dakota, and it's actually been on my bucket list for a long time to go to this state of North Dakota. So I already have the lodging covered. I'm going to check out the Minnesota State Fair. I really want to get the small town feel. I feel nostalgic for that, even though I've never really experienced it, and I just want to see how it is living in a small town, living where there are a lot of people that maybe aren't as driven by money, monetary success, status, but just want to live a good life. And I don't know, there's something that's calling me to this. So that's why I wanted to go to North Dakota, Fargo specifically. I'm going to take a weekend trip there. Minnesota is such a great state for pickleball. I'm going to get my pickleball fix in. I'm going to check out the Minnesota State Fair, kind of in alignment with that. And then I'm also might potentially go to a small town festival, do like a 5K. So that'll be really, really cool if I end up doing that. Month 2 is Chicago. This is the city that has honestly called me the most in my time and prayer and discernment on where I should be. I'm really excited for Chicago. I don't have my lodging fully figured out yet, but I want to stay in Uptown, so it's close to Quads Gym. I've really wanted to check out Quads Gym. It's like one of the best bodybuilding gyms in America from what I've seen. It has like all these really awesome equipment, free weights. Like it's just, yeah, it's awesome. They have personal trainers, of course. Their monthly pass is $88, which I know is like pretty high compared to most commercial gyms, but I just really want to try quads. So I'm going to stay in Uptown Chicago just for that. I want to experience the city. Last time that I went to Chicago, I experienced a lot of bike tours, so I'm going to try to do that every weekend. Pickleball clubs, weekend festivals and activities. A good friend that lives there that I know has mentioned there's a lot of cool stuff to do. So potentially watch Danny Gonzalez stand up. I think he lives in Chicago, but I've been a fan of him for a long time. Watch a Bears game, and there's actually a Bears game in November. I just realized that it's in Seattle and it's not it's not in Chicago, so I might be able to check out one of these Bears games with the boys, so that'll be fun. Hang out with friends who live there. One of my good friends is also moving there in middle of October, so I'll be able to hang out with him. So that's my itinerary for Chicago. The other cities, I have nothing planned. I don't really know what to expect. San Francisco, I have good friends that live there, so I want to try out that city. December, I'm going to try out New York. I just, I really love the New York vibe in December, like going down to town square, seeing the big Christmas trees, going down Central Park when it's snowy. Like, oh my goodness, I imagine Elf, the movie Elf. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just get excited when I think about New York. And New York actually has the most people that I know after they graduated from college or are living there now. So I know a lot of people in New York, get to see a lot of good friends. So I'm super excited for that as well. And then month 5, potentially doing New Year's in Brazil because my brother lives in Brazil. So that's my high level itinerary right now at the current moment. I don't know where it's gonna take me. I'm for all I know, I just love it in North Dakota so much. I just stay there in Minneapolis for all 4 months. I do feel like there's a calling on my life to Chicago. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm excited for that. San Francisco should be fun. New York, of course, has like just the vibrancy, and then Brazil at the beginning of January. I'm super excited for this next chapter, my Odyssey. If you want to check out, and I'm going to be posting videos on this YouTube channel more about it, definitely subscribe, smash that subscribe button, and through it all, I'm going to be working. I'm still running a digital marketing agency, and we have a team of 9 people that I'm responsible for. So this isn't strictly a vacation, but this is a relocation, and this is a period of rebuilding. And I feel like God is calling me to these cities for specific reasons, and I'm going to do my best to follow God's will in it. And that's all I'll say about that. I'm just super excited for this next chapter, starting out in Minneapolis in September. I already booked the flight for August 30th. In about 13 days, I'm going to be starting this journey. So I'm super excited for all of it. Subscribe to follow. And if you live in one of these cities and have a recommendation for me, let me know. Hit me up.